So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and try to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Play brings up second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll set up to throw. Going left side here, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Bears 6.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Across midfield.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Love's pass.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Again, it's Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Running back. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Score Seahawks 17. Bears 9.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Setting out to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
1st down, going to the air with Love. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Love's pass.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Love's
I
pass.
think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Good go.
On third down. Love. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The running back.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard
Give him
line.
3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 14.
From the gun, Love. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Love's
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Love finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
On the deep ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for number 13. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Seahawks, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.